Hi, everyone. Welcome to Flume Stream Entertainment Network. Today we're in Moultonborough, New Hampshire, where the Moultonborough Panthers are going to take on the Pittsburg-Canaan Yellow Jackets as we begin our Flume Media coverage of the 2022 Varsity Soccer season right here on Flume Stream Entertainment Network. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm your host, Matt Buto, and special guest joining me today here at the production table is Coach Chris Bartno. Thank you for tuning in for today's matchup and for being here early for our White Mountains Community College pregame show. Coach, good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. This is will be an experience.
Exactly, and these are probably two teams that you're familiar with. Both strong teams, both on the younger side, both can play soccer. What are your thoughts on this Pittsburg-Canaan team?
This Pittsburg-Canaan team, I mean, as in years past, I know they've lost some players, but they're a scrappy team. They're usually tenacious. If they're on defense, they're going to break down and be in your face and give you all kinds of headaches. So they've always seemed to when I was at Gorham. They're young, they're building. I was talking with the coach. She's talking about, a rebuild year, but really coachable team. So I would expect them to be strong and coming out with a strong, being that they're 0-4 thus far.
Good, and if there's anything that a coach likes, it's a coachable team, a team that they can work with, a team with strong, good personalities and people, willing to work hard.
Absolutely.
I had the luxury of spending some time with the Moultonborough head coach, Robert Kelly. This is, I believe, our second game that we cover for him. Last year we were up in Littleton. I always enjoy talking to him. I could talk to the guy for hours about soccer. One thing that stuck with me, and as last year as well, is personality is important, working hard is important, having fun is important. And as he said, this is the game that we have. This is the field that we're on. It doesn't matter who we're playing. It doesn't matter if it's a profile, if it's Pittsburg-Canaan, or if it's Gorham. We have our game that we play. We set the bar that we want to set. And, the standings will tell us how we did at the end of the year. Now, this is a younger Moultonborough team, too. And talk about, if you wouldn't mind, a freshman keeper. How does that go? How does that look? And how are you coaching that player?
I try to just do the best you can. Rely on your defense that are in front of you. Try to be able to communicate. I believe this player, the freshman who's come in, I think she showed up as an 8th grader last year, if memory serves me correct. So she has some varsity experience time. But I do, with coaching, you just try to do the little things and build upon their confidence as you keep going, where you're just providing, hey, you did a great job breaking down this, or you're doing a great job, when you were able to call this out, and you just keep building them up. And they have 2 wins on the season thus far.
Yeah, so we're here in Moultonborough. It's Moultonborough Academy Panthers taking on the Pittsburg-Canaan. So, geez, that wind is pretty strong. The Yellow Jackets, beautiful field, beautiful day for soccer. Right now, you're watching the White Mountains Community College pregame show with locations in Berlin, Littleton, and North Conway. White Mountains Community College provides quality education in your backyard. Visit them online at wmcc.edu. Your adventure awaits. And Chris, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to bring the George M. Stevens lineups for both teams. Stick around.
I used to think college was for other people. But after a lot of hard work, and thanks to an incredible support system, now I know I'm exactly where I need to be.
What does joy look like? At Santa's Village, it looks a lot like this. Visit a world of pure joy that's closer than you think, where it's always the season for smiles, for laughs, for family, for reindeer roller coasters and cookies. For a day packed with so much fun, you'll know exactly what joy looks like. Santa's Village, pure joy, family style.
Covering you at home, at work, and at play, George M. Stevens Insurance is the only local agency to offer personal and commercial insurance, as well as health, life, and financial services. With offices throughout the North Country, we service your complete insurance needs. As a trusted choice insurance agency, we research coverage options from the nation's top companies to ensure that your policy works for you. George M. Stevens Insurance, protecting New Hampshire and Vermont since 1882.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Flume Stream Entertainment Network. We're in Moultonborough, New Hampshire. Moultonborough Academy is here taking on the Pittsburg-Canaan team. Our starters are brought to you by George M. Stevens and Son, offering home, auto, life, and a commercial insurance throughout the North Country. Visit them at their locations in Littleton, Colbrook, Lancaster, and Lisbon, or check them out online at gms-ins.com. Coach, what do we have in Pittsburg-Canaan?
With the starting lineup, we have the senior, number 9, Jacqueline Giroux. Senior 19, Amelia Diallo. Junior number 10, Sadie Placey. Sophomore number 1, Samantha Kuhn. Sophomore 21, Leanna Haynes. Sophomore 27, Paige Robeson. Sophomore number 7, Olivia Arlen Dorman. 8th grader, number 30, Olivia Jamies. 8th grader, number 13, Ella Gilbert. Freshman, number 3, Reagan Thibault. And the freshman goalie, number 20, Sienna Grondin.
Thank you, Coach. And that's the Pittsburg-Canaan Yellow Jackets starters. I have the home team, again, coached by Robert Kelly. I have Ada Chapman, number 20, forward. She has a goal so far. I have Madison Colby, who's a captain, number 5, midfielder with 3 goals. McKenna Icon, number 13. She's on defense. Caroline Elliott, number 18. She's on defense. And Kat Gleason, the captain, on wing. She's number 1 with a goal. And Lauren Grinovic, who is the goalkeeper, number 10. Madison Hart, midfielder, number 16. Emily Hurst, number 24, defense. Gracie Kaiser, number 15, forward. And number 14, Maya Polayan, on defense. Number 8, Kate Villay, captain, defense. And number 7, Tamlin Whiting, forward. And that is your Moultonborough Academy Panthers. As Moultonborough is going down the field, she's going to cross it, and the goalie there for Pittsburg-Canaan is there to make the save. Coach Sienna Grondin getting tested early.
Yeah, she definitely is. And according to the coach for Pittsburg-Canaan, so far in the season, she's had 77 saves on 90 shots. And they played some of the top opponents probably in the North Country. So I have a feeling she's going to get her workout again with Moultonborough, though, today.
She will, as Pittsburg-Canaan has a throw, and that's Erilyn Dorman throws it in. A little bit of ping pong. Pittsburgh's trying to create an opportunity. Brings it over to the right-hand side. Will take the shot, and that will go out. That was number 10 Sadie Placey, who wasn't square to the net, coach, but tried to make something happen, and then we have a Moultonborough goal kick. Both teams right now very vocal. More than just 2 or 3 team captains. Seems as though everybody's invested in this game, and knowing these teams have played other teams, they played Gorham. They both played Gorham evenly, so it's due for a good match.
It should be a lot of back and forth. I mean, it'd be a lot of play in the midfield, though. Trying to get a through ball there.
And the Moultonborough defender will take it off to the side. Pittsburgh will try to keep it in. They end up bring it back to midfield. That's number 19, Amelia Diallo. Pittsburgh still possesses. Trying to settle. A little back and forth. Pittsburg-Canaan puts it on the side. And that's going to be a Moultonborough Academy throw. I think that was the direction that thought he pointed to the right. I guess not. Pittsburg-Canaan throw. This looks good to me. And there goes Moultonborough in the transition. It's number 1, Kat Gleason, pushing it up all the way up to Sienna Grondin. She'll take it. Takes a look down the field, looks at her options. A big kick, right midfield. How important are those how important are those punts, Coach?
Getting over half field, very important. I mean, she got a boot.
We talk a lot about it in these games, boys and girls. You get that ball midfield or more. That's where your play starts, right there.
Absolutely.
It was Pittsburg-Canaan down the side. That's Sadie Placey.
Makes the attack a lot easier.
Moultonborough Academy's trying to push it up. Pittsburg-Canaan keeps it in. And there goes the Panthers. She beats one. Oh, good step up by the fullback. Not much happening right now. We've had Sienna Grondin tested once. Got to see how big that punt is for her. And we'll see if that plays a role later on in the game. And there goes the Panthers. Good step by the Pittsburg-Canaan defense. They'll put it all the way out, and we'll have a Moultonborough throw-in. And that looks like it's number 14, Maya Palayan. Hoping that's the way you pronounce that. A big boot by the Moultonborough Academy defense. Keeper will step up and grab that. That's Sienna Grondin. Tested a couple times so far. Can hear somebody's car alarm. I hope that's not mine. The Moultonborough Academy tried a nice through ball. Samantha Kuhn that's number 1 for, that's Kat Gleason, the captain for Moultonborough, was on her high horse there, trying to crash the net. She goes again. Good ball. Not much happening. Pittsburg-Canaan on the transition. Pushing the ball up. There goes Pittsburg-Canaan on the side. And there's a shot. And it's a score! I believe that was number 10. Sadie Placey comes up the side. Picks the left-hand corner. 1-0.
That was great movement of the ball. A really quick, here's the pass, and put it in the back of the net. Nice job.
It seems simple too. You don't complicate it.
It's much better to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Have a plan before you get the ball, pass that to where you need to be, and take your shot.
Lauren Grinovic tested for the first time today. One got by. We have a 1-0 game, and that goal was scored by Sadie Placey. As Moultonborough trying to get their opportunity. Defense bobbles it a bit. That's going to go out, and that is a Moultonborough Academy ball. They throw it in right to midfield. Change field. Both the attacker and defender were there, not able to do much. Pittsburgh's trying to clear it, and it looks like it's going to be a Pittsburg-Canaan. What do we got? It looked like she was going to throw it, then she put it on the ground. It looked like she was going to boot it. And the referee's going to let us know what happened here. I think. We have a direct kick, it looks like. Or corner?
Is it a corner?
Corner. It looks like a corner.
It's tough to tell at this angle. There's a little bit of a down.
From what we could gather, it was a corner kick that went the length of the field to the other side, and we're going to have a Pittsburg-Canaan throw-in.
It'll be interesting to see how Moultonborough decides to respond after such a quick goal kind of here in the first half.
When you talk about momentum, as we watch Moultonborough now, but when you talk about momentum, it doesn't take a lot to reverse that momentum, especially when you score a goal. Because so far, we've seen a lot of Moultonborough Academy on the Pittsburg-Canaan side attacking, but also takes us one goal to really change that.
Absolutely. And then the change in your mindset. Okay, they scored on us. How are we going to attack?
Again, keeping it simple. We got a Pittsburg-Canaan. I missed what happened, but it looks like we have a Pittsburg-Canaan direct. All three Pittsburg-Canaan attackers are lining up with the defense of Moultonborough Academy. I'm not sure if she went too quick or not.
I didn't see it.
Who's going to take that? Can you see that number? Number 30.
Number 30. Olivia Jamies.
Olivia Jamies. There's the boot. Step by Moultonborough Academy. And Grinovic's going to come out and grab that ball. Number 9, Jacqueline Giroux was almost beat her to it. There goes the Panthers. It slips through. They're continuing. Tries to put it on net. That was number 15, Grace Kaiser. A little off balance. Tried to get the shot to go to the left of the to the right of the goalie. Sienna Grande did step out to try to make that save, but didn't have to. We have a Pittsburg-Canaan goal kick. That ball goes out, and we'll have a Moultonborough Academy throw-in. Coach, does this field seem smaller to you, or is it me?
No, it seems about average.
All right.
I mean, maybe. It's tough to see the other side. I think that's a part of the problem. We have such a bowing in the middle here that it drains out to the side. You can't see the other sideline.
That's Coach Chris Partnow keeping me in check here, offering the coach's perspective. We appreciate that.
There's a lot of different fields with which we played on. They're small. There's a lot. Woodsville has probably one of the largest if they're over at the school. And then if you go over to, Lisbon is probably one of the smallest, and then everyone's sort of averaged in between.
Yeah, I was talking to the Woodsville boys coach the other day, and they were playing up in Gorham as Pittsburg-Canaan's on the attacking end. There's going to be some pressure by the forward. Battle it out, and that will be a Pittsburg-Canaan throw-in. That's going to be number 9, Jacqueline Giroux. First thing the Woodsville coach said to me is, wait till they come down and play in Woodsville. It's a bigger field.
So the boys must be on that field. It's always a big field over there.
Yeah. Big throw-in by Giroux. Right next to us here. Sorry, that was number 7, Marilyn Dorman. Pittsburg-Canaan trying to create another opportunity. Not much happening right now. A step by the fullback for Pittsburg-Canaan. A lot of back and forth. Let's see if one of these teams can get something going. That's number 21, Leanna Haynes. Fullback will drop back. A little bit of a bobble. There's another attacker for the Panthers there, and Sienna Grandin will pick that ball up.
A couple tricky things there. Not to turn it in the middle of the field, turn it out to the field. And keep that defense tight.
You know, Coach, they talk a lot about staying in the shape. What exactly does that mean when you're staying in your shape?
Is everyone having a place, it's not equal distance per se, but to be in a place to be able to receive the ball or take care of the ball, or if you're dropping on defense, to be able to help recover your teammate if they get beat. So there is spaces on the field that they need to be in and be able to attack or push it back depending on what you're looking at. And if you're all on top of one another, there's holes. And if you're a smart coach and you see the holes through a defense, then you're going to exploit those areas.
Pittsburg-Canaan continues to pressure. Here's Madison Colby, one of the captains. She tries to push it up. That's up to number 3. Oh, a little bit of a bobble. No possession yet, and we get a whistle.
Whoa.
A bit of a delayed whistle there. I'm not sure what the call is going to be. Oh, they're gonna play it.
Did you think that was becoming dangerous play?
It looked it, especially when her foot went by her head, but it was for me to say, right?
Well, you have some of the official knowledge there.
Yeah, it's a lonely job.
It is a lonely job. I give you guys credit for doing it.
The battle on the sideline, on the other side of us, a little down from that hill you mentioned.
Yeah.
It's home field advantage. Watch that 15. Look at 15 in front and 20. A little bit of urgency. Pittsburg-Canaan kicks it out. We'll have a Moultonborough Academy throw-in. Tomorrow we're in the Flume Media Studios in Lancaster with the premiere episode of Season 3 Sports Talk with Matt and Brent. Tune in for that broadcasting Thursday evening. I hope I'm reading that correctly, Chad. We got a Pittsburg-Canaan goal kick. Then on Friday, we head to Epping for our first Blue Devils home game to cover Division IV girls soccer against the Hinsdale Pacers for a 4 p.m. matchup. Chris, any thoughts? Have you played either of those teams?
Pre-COVID times, we went down, I believe we've been down to Epping, and we also had gone down to Hinsdale. The problem is, the uniqueness of Division IV is that we're kind of divided. You got, 8 or 9 teams in the north, 8 or 9 teams in the south, and Moultonborough kind of smack in the middle. So a lot of times you don't see what those other teams are doing. You can only rely on some of the, what the standings are telling you off of the NHIAA website. As I was looking at it, Newmarket's up on the top is, they're usually a strong team, but typically Hinsdale has always been sort of down at the end, but what are they, 2-2 for the season for Hinsdale at this point, and Epping is 1-3.
And you never know who they're playing. You never know the level of skill. Another good ball by Moultonborough Academy. She's going to take a shot. It's a save, and that's actually going to go in. That's 1-1 Moultonborough Academy off a rebound. Not much that Sienna Grondin can do. Did you guys catch a number on that?
It was 1.
Number 15?
15.
Yeah, I think it was 15 as well. That's number 15, Grace Kaiser for the Moultonborough Academy Panthers. A great attacking set. Caught Sienna Grondin off balance and just had an easy rebound. And we have a 1-1 game. And that was Grace Kaiser. All right, here goes Pittsburg-Canaan trying to get some momentum on their own. It started off strong for Moultonborough Academy. They weren't able to do much, but same basic fundamental soccer that Coach Robert Kelly talks a lot about. Put the biscuit in the basket. So we got a 1-1 game. What does it say? Going to be a throw-in, looks like. Yeah, Moultonborough Academy throw-in. Big throw. Trying to get in the corner. Not much happening. A little bit of a battle. And that will go out. And we have a... It's hard to tell sometimes with the referees. But we have a sub coming in from Moultonborough Academy. I can't quite see the number 7. And that is... It looks like she's Tamerlane Whiting, sophomore, number 7, forward coming into the game. And we have a Moultonborough Academy corner kick. About 4 defenders there waiting for the ball, not making sure the ball doesn't go through. And there's that number 15 again, Grace Kaiser, who's dangerous. And we'll have a Moultonborough Academy corner kick.
I think the Moultonborough, you got your Kat Gleason and Grace Kaiser, who are seniors and juniors and obviously have been working together for a while. You can see upperclassmen know what the other one wants to do.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool to watch. Like you said, you can tell as we got a corner kick. Good ball placement. Oh, almost. Number 20, Ada Chapman, almost there to put the ball in the back of the net. But you can tell which players have been playing with each other for a while, reading each other, just knowing where they need to be and where they're going to be. There's a throw in by Pittsburg-Canaan. Colby Kaiser's there. That's a big boot by number 24 for Moultonborough. That's Emily Hurst. Sienna Grondin boot at midfield. Couple of bounces. A little back and forth. Looked like a hand from here, but that's okay. I think it was Pittsburg-Canaan trying to create an opportunity here, Chris. Trying to get some momentum back.
It's the same thing that happened with Moultonborough gets scored on. You know, you're looking at how do you respond? You know, go back to your game plan. I think that was something the coach for Pittsburg-Canaan, Stephanie Grondin, was talking about. Like, they've been really working on what their set is, how they're positioning themselves, and they've really been working hard on that, and they've implemented a couple new things. So are they going to continue with going with the plan that they have effectively?
Speaking of that, Pittsburg-Canaan's attempting that now to bring the ball back midfield. She'll take it into the corner. It's going to go all the way out for a corner kick. Now, I was watching that number 15 over here on our end, Grace Kaiser. Not only a force on the attacking end, but playing here midfield like she was trying to score a goal. Got to appreciate that. Well, Pittsburg-Canaan corner kick. All the way through. Here goes Kaiser. She's going to race with number 3 for Pittsburg-Canaan, Reagan Tebow. Kaiser tries to keep it in, unable to do so. It's going to be a Pittsburg-Canaan throw-in. It's going to take that.
Number 3. Reagan Tebow.
We have quite a system here, Chris. Today it's actually scaled down a bit, but we have about 2 or 3 computers running, 3 or 4 cameras running, and we have this microphone here in front of us that gets all the conversations on the field, which is really cool. We have our producer James Dugay. We have our executive producer here today too, Chad Fillion, where quality is important to him. There goes Moultonborough. Goes all the way through to number 7. Trying to get it back to number 20. She's going to bring it into the corner. Nice step by the Pittsburg-Canaan defender. And that ball will go out. Number 28 of Chapman will take the throw. She has Grace Kaiser next to her. Bring it back. Trying to center it. Oh, get a handling there. Referee, eyes like a hawk. Here comes the direct kick by Pittsburg-Canaan. And again, that's going to be number 30, Olivia James. A big boot. Nice step by number 24 for Moultonborough Academy. These numbers are small here. I'm trying to, Emily Hurst, I believe. And number 20 for Moultonborough Academy. That's Ada Chapman is going to take the throw. Waiting patiently for subs to come in. She has a couple of different options. She has number 5 up on the side, but she'll bring it in the middle. Back to Ada. That microphone gets pretty much everything out there.
I'm sorry, I did that.
in my headphones, it feels like they're behind us.
And it's true. It's how it's carrying up.
Yeah. That number one, Kat Gleason, the captain for Moultonborough Academy, gave everything she had to chase that ball down. And now she's going to get it to throw it in. So keep them busy working hard.
No ball people.
Kat is a team captain, I believe.
Yep.
Kind of see why. Moultonborough threatening again, but the Pittsburg-Canaan defense clears it, puts it out of bounds, and we'll have another Moultonborough Academy throw. Next week, we have boys soccer on Tuesday the 20th as the Profile Patriots host the Linwood Lumberjacks for a 4 p.m. game in Bethlehem, New Hampshire. Due to be another good game. That's a very strong profile team. I don't know much about the Linwood team, but and there's a shot and another save by Sienna Grondin. Straight on, very confident, very confidently stops that ball and commands her area and gets that ball almost 3/4 of the way down the field. Big save for Sienna Grondin. Chris, I've seen you work with keepers, and you had a very, as you did for most of all of your game really, a very meticulous workout or preparation for the game. How important is that?
It's very important. I mean, goalie, like most of the time you think if nothing's going on at your end, you're just sort of standing back there, but you need to be covering from one end of the goal to the other. You need to be quick. You need to have really good instincts, and you can train some of that. For fitness-wise, about scrambling, having to dive, get it up, you know. But the work, typically, most of the goalies I've ever had really would work their butt off. And I'll have to give props to Pittsburg-Canaan here. She's only a freshman, too. She has some great instincts.
There's Placey in the corner. She's going to try to cross it. She's able to, but the Pittsburg-Canaan defender is there, and we'll have a Moultonborough Academy corner kick. There is a fence around the field, but the fence is far from the field, so the ball will stay in, but it might go another 50, 75 feet. As the Moultonborough Academy team, that's number 15, I believe. Grace Kai, number 5, sorry. Madison Colby, the captain, will grab that ball and we'll place it for the corner kick. Looks like Moultonborough Academy has 4 attackers right about on the 18. I'm assuming they're all going to crash in that, Chris, when this ball lets go. Very windy here in Moultonborough. There's the corner kick, and it's a shot. It's a save. It's bobbled. Beautiful play by Sienna Grondin to keep that ball out of the net. I'm not sure how she did it, but she was able to. And Moultonborough is back on the attack as the ball goes out. Well, the Moultonborough Academy throw in. Sienna Grondin kept this game at 1-1. Close play.
I think she does a great job in positioning herself where she needs to be. You know, tracking the ball, realizing how to cut down those angles of where shots are happening. She's done a good job with that.
The Panthers, it's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, she doesn't seem fazed by much, and if the ball happens to be bobbled, she's in the right spot to make the save. And most keepers, Chris, they may not be captains per se, but they do command that end of the field. It's important for them to communicate and, you know, to be confident and make sure you're in the right spot.
Absolutely.
Moultonborough Academy will settle it. Couple touches. 2 more touches. Trying to push it up on the left side. They're able to. That's number 4 from Moultonborough Academy. Rebecca Leahy. And we'll have a throw. Pittsburg-Canaan throwing. A step by Moultonborough fullback. Gonna battle out in the corner. That's number 30 again. She's been quite, has had quite a presence out there. That's Olivia Jamies. for number 30 for Pittsburg-Canaan, and she was over there in the corner, I believe, battling it out with number 1, Kat Gleason.
Yeah, she's only an 8th grader. Also a very good pitcher
There we go.
for softball. So is a 7th grader.
And that's number 30.
Yep.
What's the importance of we hear it a lot, don't play one sport. What's the importance of these players playing, playing soccer, playing basketball, playing softball?
It develops all kinds of different skills that can make the one sport that you really like better. But, I mean, even college recruiters will tell you if they're looking at a particular player, they want to see them playing other sports. You use your muscles different. You use your mind differently. When you're, whether it be playing soccer or you're now figuring out softball and counting how many outs there are, it just rounds the players.
And there goes Moultonborough Academy again. Looks like we're going to have a Pittsburg-Canaan direct going out, I believe, or no, it's going to come in. Interesting.
I'm not sure what the call was.
I actually thought it was against Moultonborough Academy, but there's a kick. That's going to go over the net off of a Moultonborough Academy direct kick. Not sure what the call was. There was a little squabble there in front of the net. I think that was a call against the keeper, Sienna Grondin.
Was she outside the 18?
I don't know. It's hard to see.
Yeah, it's tough to see the lines from over here.
And it was an obstruction. I thought maybe, but no. It was some kind of infraction that the referees didn't like. And there goes Placey. Chasing it down. She'll also take the throw. That's Ada Chapman, sorry. Ada Chapman, number 20 for the Moultonborough Academy Panthers, will take the throw. There's the Academy. It's number 24, Emily Hurst. Put out by Pittsburg-Canaan. Hurst is going to take that throw in again. She goes middle to number 5, Madison Colby. Colby still has it. Deflected off a Pittsburg-Canaan player. That's going to be a Moultonborough Academy throw-in. And that will be number 24 for Moultonborough. Emily Hurst tracking down the ball right here in front of us. She throws it in over to Kate Valet. She has it right to the Pittsburg-Canaan midfield. A little bit of a ball, but that's dangerous. There goes Moultonborough again, trying to push it in the middle, not able to, but they'll get the throw in. And that's number 1, Kat Gleason. She'll take the throw. She has number 4. There's number 4. That's Rebecca Leahy as an option, as well as number 5, Madison Colby. Trying to get it to Colby, but intercepted. It was Pittsburg-Canaan. Couple touches over to the side. Trying to push forward. Strong midfielder. That's number 14 from Moultonborough Academy. Can't seem to find her on my list here. Maya Plyan. Battle in midfield. Pittsburg-Canaan brings it back. Kicks it down the field. We'll have a goal kick. We have a 1-1 game here in Moultonborough. It's the Pittsburg-Canaan team that's here. Travel down probably, a couple hours maybe? Maybe longer?
Probably longer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, how long was it for us? About an hour and a half?
Hour and 40 minutes. Because we ended up playing in Canaan versus
right,
Pittsburgh,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
it was a little bit closer. But,
No.
it's from Gorham, it's about another hour and 20 minutes to come down here to Moultonborough.
Now, how does that work? It's soccer's in Canaan and basketball's in Pittsburgh, right? Is that how that works, you know?
I I'm not as familiar with the basketball schedule. I can tell you that softball, baseball's in Pittsburgh, and I'm not sure where they play in basketball.
Yeah, I think they try to switch it up a little bit because, like you said, the soccer's in.
Combining the two schools.
Yeah.
And they try to play, granted the field in Canaan that they use is part of the rec, and that was always a beautiful field.
Yeah.
They really maintained it really well.
And the funny thing is that Canaan, I mean, it's not far away from Pittsburgh, but it's not really close either, though.
No, I don't know how they do it, You have athletes from both schools have to meet up, so if someone's always traveling to go to their own practice or games or...
And I wonder how that works if you have a soccer team that has majority Canaan players. Do you stay down, or majority Pittsburgh players, whatever it might be. I'm sure they figure out a way to do that, but it can't be easy.
No, I don't know how they do that.
My Pittsburg-Canaan throwing as the wind is howling a bit over here in Moultonborough. There goes Pittsburg-Canaan down the side. That's number 13, Ella Gilbert. There goes Moultonborough again, ready to attack. Pushes it up the side. That's the number 1 for Moultonborough. Kat Gleason, not able to do much with it, but really, really wanted to. And we're going to have a Pittsburg-Canaan throwing. We got Gleason on our side for Moultonborough. We have number 7, Pittsburg-Canaan. That's Erilyn Dorman on our side. Dorman will actually get it. There goes Gleason. Pushed it too hard. Good step by the Moultonborough Academy defender. Gleason has it. Bounces off her side. Panthers still possess. Pittsburg-Canaan defense trying to clear it out, unable to. Moultonborough Academy still on the attack. Right into the corner, trying to cross and not able to. Pittsburg-Canaan still not able to clear it out. Moultonborough Academy's there. Again, that's number 1, Gleason. She keeps it in, trying to get it off to the corner. Not able to do much with it as Pittsburg-Canaan is going to try to push. And again, it goes back to the Panthers, but a little ping pong with Pittsburgh. And we're going to have a Moultonborough Academy throw-in. And again, that's number 24, Emily Hurst. Take a look down the field. Gets it through to Gleason. Gleason's going to have some green. She's going to take it a couple touches, but being defended strongly. She'll end up with it. A little bit of a bobble. Gleason trying to center it over to number 5 from Moultonborough Academy. She takes the shot, and Sienna Gronin is there again. That's a Madison Colby number 5 shot right on net. Good setup by Gleason to Colby. 2 names we've heard a lot today, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. Your leadership on the team.
Pittsburg-Canaan trying to slip it through, and that's going to be number 8, Katie Villet, who starts this play. Panthers on the attack again. Good step by number 21, Lehana Haynes for Pittsburg-Canaan. And we're going to have a Pittsburg-Canaan throw-in. Not much momentum up for each team, though, Chris, although Colby and Gleason on our side over here obviously working well together. It seems to be more on the attacking end for Moultonborough Academy. Thankfully, Sienna Gronin's there to keep Pittsburg-Canaan in the game.
Absolutely. It looks like right now Pittsburg-Canaan's defense a little on the tired side. They're being worked a little bit harder. Moultonborough's having a little bit more possession until right now, and switch it up a little bit. And they're young, so they're still remembering where it is they should be positioning themselves on the field to help one another.
Looks like Gleason will take that throw. Brings in the middle. Colby trying to step up and grab, but she can't. That tired defense that you're talking about for Pittsburg-Canaan, working hard. They're making them work. We got a little bit of a push there, I think. It'll be Pittsburg-Canaan direct. A physical game, but I suppose there's a limit. Big boot down the right side. Step up by the Moultonborough Academy defense. Gonna battle out in the corner. I can't see great. We got a Moultonborough Academy throw in, I believe. Get some subs coming in. Moultonborough sub. Can't see the number though.
I think it was number 3.
Number 3. I can't see my numbers. Caroline Goran is in the game. Chad, do we have an unofficial time? We got less than 2 minutes of the first half. We have Pittsburg-Canaan and Moultonborough 1-1. Evenly matched so far, although for this half it's been more attacking for Moultonborough than it has Pittsburg-Canaan. But Pittsburg-Canaan is not giving up, especially now as we're watching this play develop. Good ball, good change of field. Gleason's going to come all the way up and takes the ball away from the Pittsburg-Canaan attacker, pushes it up to number 7. Was hoping to send Gleason, but Gleason went too far back. Although if there's a player on that field that could catch up to that, it was probably her. Oh, a Pittsburg-Canaan throw-in. Ball's way down there. There's the throw. Gleason's there. Deflects off a Pittsburg-Canaan player. That kind of hurt me a little bit.
I was going to say, that sounded really loud in my headset. I felt that.
Soccer in 3D.
Yeah, exactly.
And it goes to Moultonborough throw-in. Again, outstanding production equipment here by Flume Media, who puts us right in the game. Not sure what happened here, but we have number 5 that's down. That's Madison Colby working hard. The Pittsburg-Canaan throw-in. A little bit of bump there.
Yeah, we're picking up all the sounds.
They can almost announce for us. All right, and that's the half here in Moultonborough, New Hampshire. We have Pittsburg-Canaan, we have Moultonborough. We have a 1-1 game, Chris, a very evenly matched game. And when we come back, we're going to do our halftime show, talk a little bit about the game and about the score and get some of your thoughts. So we'll be back here in a minute. Stay tuned.
What does joy look like? At Santa's Village, it looks a lot like this. Visit a world of pure joy that's closer than you think, where it's always the season for smiles, for laughs, for family, for reindeer roller coasters and cookies. For a day packed with so much fun, you'll know exactly what joy looks like. Santa's Village, pure joy, family style.
Hi there, I'm Chuck Lloyd, president at White Mountains Community College, just talking to you a little bit about our college. We've been here since 1965. We've got 3 locations in Berlin, Littleton, and North Conway, and we're also online. We have a lot of technical programs, and we have a lot of online, remote, synchronous, asynchronous, whatever works best for your schedule. We are the only higher ed institution in New Hampshire above the notches. And what that means for us is we've got to be all things to all people. And we aim to try to do that by responding to workforce needs, industry and business, and partner locally with the needs of our communities. We could not be more excited to host new students coming in January.
I used to think college was for other people, but after a lot of hard work and thanks to an incredible support system, now I know I'm exactly where I need to be.
Covering you at home, at work, and at play, George M. Stevens Insurance is the only local agency to offer personal and commercial insurance, as well as health, life, and financial services. With offices throughout the North Country, we service your complete insurance needs. As a trusted choice insurance agency, we research coverage options from the nation's top companies to ensure that your policy works for you. George M. Stevens Insurance, protecting New Hampshire and Vermont since 1882.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to sunny Moultonborough, New Hampshire. We're Flume Stream Entertainment Network. We have Division 4 NHIAA high school soccer. I'm here with Coach Chris Partnope, longtime coach for the Gorham Huskies. Again, Chris, thanks for joining us. We have a 1-1 game here, a good match. From what we can gather, Sadie Placey scored the goal for Pittsburg-Canaan. And we believe that goal for Moultonborough Academy was scored by Grace Kaiser, but it also could have been, who did we say?
Kat Gleason.
Kat Gleason. So we apologize. Pretty sure it's Kaiser, but regardless, we have a good soccer match here, 1-1. Chris, we are looking across the field. We can see both teams. What do you, if you're Pittsburg-Canaan and you're the coach, what are you telling them right now?
I would probably tell them about trying to keep possession a little bit more, and in doing so, you would need to really look about the quick passes, having people in position to get the quick passes and to have the quick passes. And the other thing I would probably tell the defense to tighten up a little bit more on those attacking Moultonborough players. I mean, granted, Kat Gleason and Grace Kaiser, Grace Kaiser that are up there atop are, formidable duo. To be up there, but I would tell them to tighten up a little bit within the defense for those guys.
Now let's look at the Moultonborough Academy, and while I'm getting my numbers here, just as a reminder, this is the Santa's Village halftime show. We'll get into the details, but we love to mention Santa's Village, mostly because of the food, as Chad knows. But we'll talk more about that. But this is the Santa's Village halftime show. Let's go over to the Moultonborough Panthers. Again, Coach, you have Coach Robert Kelly over there. Love to talk to the guy. Knows a lot about soccer. 1-1. His team has been done most of the attacking. What are you telling his team?
You got to keep pressing. Absolutely, keep maybe a few less touches on the ball, but really keep quick play. Because definitely some of the midfielders have been able to get into those positions to be able to press. In the defense, especially like number 30 there for Olivia Jamie's there from Pittsburgh, they're on them, so they need to be quick with the passes, but to keep pressure, like keep shooting, keep pressure right up, because they, what do we have? What do we say? They had 8 shots on goal compared to Pittsburg-Canaan's of 3, so they just got to keep attacking.
Now, a 1-1 game, Chris, an evenly matched game. We anticipated this based on some of the other teams they played and some of the other scores. This is a game of momentum, and there's not much better momentum than scoring a goal. I'm guessing that as a coach, they want to score that first goal, get things going, and go up 2-1.
Absolutely. I mean, you want them to, from Pittsburg-Canaan's perspective, as a coach, you'd be like, hey, Let's try to get a goal in the first 2 minutes. Let's try to get a goal in the first 3 minutes. Let's put this as, keep pressure on those guys. Don't let them back into the game or that they're moving the ball. So if you can even give them the motivation to push them within the time frame, go at them. Hopefully with the, it's definitely warm. It's a little sunny out here. defense on their side was looking a little bit tired towards the end of that first half. And I don't know what she has for subs to be able to come in to give them a break a little bit, but it'd be great if they can attack and get in the goal right in the beginning of the second half to set a tone.
Now, let's talk a little bit about adversity. Playing down, playing at a tie game. You have to be able to adjust. You have to be able to play when you're up. You have to be able to play when you're down. So a team comes out in this half, scores a goal. Now you're down. A little bit of adversity. How do you play in the? How do you get a group of tired, hardworking high school players to stay in focus, and not worry about the score, and go get one of their own?
A lot of times I would tell people, like, continue to do the little things to work together. Use each other. Because they're the ones who are motivating each other to go. The biggest cheerleaders be able to go up against one another. So it's like, hey, work together, move the ball up, keep being positive. Don't go in the negative portion of, Pittsburg-Canaan's had several losses, but hey, guys, got to stay positive. Keep pushing yourselves. It's going to come, Keep relaying that it's going to come. They had their opportunities. Hey, we scored. You can score.
Let's go get one of our own, right?
Right, exactly. I'm like, you can score. This is tied.
Well, thanks, Coach. That's Coach Chris Capartino, longtime coach for Gorham Huskies. Our halftime show was brought to you by Santa's Village. Find your inner elf, I should say, at Santa's Village. I often do that. The Christmas-themed amusement park in Jefferson, New Hampshire. Pure joy, family style. Chris, I have a few kids, and you probably know or can assume that I've been there a few times.
Probably a few times.
At least.
It's been a while since I've been there. Maybe next time my niece and nephew comes up, we'll get them out there.
I think the last, we used to do season tickets, season passes over at Santa's Village.
Oh, really?
And the last couple of years, I think maybe we were going more for me than the kids, to be honest with you.
I could see that. I could see how you could do that.
Yes, very easily. And then don't even get me going with food and reindeer donuts and all that stuff. But
didn't realize the food was all that, I will have to keep that in mind.
Well, as a well-rounded individual, as my dad would say, oval's a nice shape. I am heavily invested in the options for food at Santa's Village.
Well, I could be convinced on a good donut, so be all over that.
We got a little back and forth here. We've started the second half. It's a 1-1, evenly matched game as Pittsburg-Canaan goes on the attack, and they'll strike first, and that's going to be a save by goalkeeper Lauren Grinovic, who wasn't challenged much in the first half. So I'm guessing, Pittsburg-Canaan said, we got to score a goal, you got to take some shots, some quality shots.
Absolutely. That's where you get it. Quick passes, get up the front, shoot, and shoot.
And we'll have a Pittsburg-Canaan direct, I believe. With some confusion here as to which way this is going.
Guess it's Moultonborough.
Looks like it. We have a Moultonborough Panther direct kick. And she lets it go. And that's going to be Sienna Grondin's first save of the half. Not easy to save those balls.
But she was right in, again, the proper position.
Good fundamental soccer. I say it a lot during these games. As Coach Robert Kelly pointed out, it doesn't take a lot. Just play your game and do the small things, and good things will come. And you and I have had these conversations on a soccer field, Chris, many times where it's like,
I've always been on the receiving end of doing one of these video things, and then guys would ask, what are the 3 things you expecting for today's game or whatever, and I always preach about it's little things, taking care of the ball, taking care of possession. It's always the little things. Do enough little things, big things happen.
Results will come as Moultonborough Academy crashes in. There's a shot. That's a save. There's a rebound. And Sienna Grondin's there to make the save on the rebound. And that was number 1, Kat Gleason, flying down the field, trying to create an opportunity. So close. Pittsburg-Canaan looking for their own opportunity. And that ball's going to go out, and we have a Moultonborough throw-in. I'm a little more verbal and, a little more verbal when I'm repping, so I'm adjusting. Ping pong, nice step by Hurst for Moultonborough Academy. She'll take it again, trying to push it up. And there she is again. Quite a presence on the field so far. And there goes the Panthers. Ball goes in the corner. That attacker's flying down the field, but Sienna Gronin is there again. I don't know if that's, I can't see that number over there, but was that number 1 for Moultonborough?
Yeah, it's Kat Gleason's over there too. She's everywhere.
And there's Gleason. Speaking of Gleason, there she is. Trying to get in the middle, not able to. There's that Kat Gleason, Madison Colby combination out there, number 5 and number 1. All over the field.
No, you want your captains to take charge, knowing that it's Hyde, that they're, be doing the same thing to get into the game. Hey, we want to get a goal in the first couple minutes of the half. This is our game.
Not a better way to lead than by example.
Exactly.
We'll have a Moultonborough direct. She lets it go, tries to pop it in. It'd be close there, and then that's Sienna Grant again coming out and grabbing that ball. Pittsburg-Canaan now possesses it, pushes it on net, and Grinovic is there to make the save. Again, not much of a kick, but you know what? You can't score that goal if you don't take a shot.
Good step. Samantha Kuhn, good step by her.
She's fast, too.
Yeah.
And we'll say this a lot in the game. Good step up, good first step. That's how a lot of these goals get started. A lot of the soccer games that we cover, Chris, there's a lot of kind of north south, up and down. And I know you in particular, as Grinovic will grab that ball again. This isn't a north-south up-and-down game. You have 11 players out there, 10 players out there. There are times you're going to go back and forth. There are times you're going to go side to side. And that's an important part of the game.
Yeah, sometimes, I used to try to preach this when I was at Gorham. Sometimes the better pass is a back pass.
Yeah.
Then to immediately push it up forward, because then it creates space and defense comes down, and then you can push it forward.
Who's that, number 10 for Pittsburg-Canaan? That's Sadie Placey. Has had quite a presence out here today, too. Working hard as number 30. Again, that's the pitcher, I believe. Olivia Jamies will take the kick.
Yeah, she did the last corner in the first half, too. So they trust the big boot from your defenseman.
See what happens. It's always dangerous. Pittsburg-Canaan trying to get there, not able to. Deflected out by Moultonborough Academy. And that's going to be another Pittsburg-Canaan kick. We have, looks like 7 players, 6 players up for Pittsburg-Canaan. Everybody's at the line, really.
Tie game. You only get so many opportunities at set plays, so.
Ball's out, and it's going to be a Moultonborough Panther goal kick. Don't forget, tomorrow we're in the Plume Media Studios in Lancaster for the premiere episode of Season 3's Sports Talk with Matt and Brent. Tune in for a broadcast Thursday evening. Chris, Brent Coble, and I get together and talk soccer. We have interviews. We discuss, we talk a lot about, as Moultonborough is on the attack here. They're still going forward. Couple touches, brings it back to Gleason. She pushes it up. Placey's waiting for her. There goes Gleason. She'll cross it. And it's in. That was all started by number 1, Kat Gleason from Moultonborough Academy. Did you guys get a number on the player who scored? Number 5? 25 for Moultonborough. That is, from what I can gather, Peyton Burnow with the goal from Kat Gleason again. And we have a Moultonborough Academy 2-1 lead.
The biggest thing I was seeing in there, though, was it was just the defense, and one midfielder got back for Pittsburg-Canaan, and a bunch of the midfield for Pittsburg-Canaan was up high. Looked like they were kind of gassed and not coming back to help on defense.
Good observation. Yeah, that's. I don't know if Coach Robert Kelly is playing that to his advantage, but makes a lot of sense. There goes Moultonborough again. That's number 8. Still has it. It's number 8, Katie Valet for Moultonborough. Drops it into the corner. Left-hand side. Couple touches. Back to Katie. Katie has it, takes a look. She's going to try to cross it, but goes midfield. This Pittsburg-Canaan has plenty of time. That goes over to number 7, Whiting. Whiting still has it over to Placey. Placey trying to put it on net. Goes over Sienna Granda. Did she touch that? No, goal kick. So, yeah, Brent and I talked soccer. If you're ever around on a Thursday, love to have you.
Well, believe it or not, I work over at an outfitter shop in Gorham, and that is the night of the walking running series.
Oh.
What time do you do the show?
I don't know. I think it's about 2 or 3 o'clock, maybe. 2 o'clock.
Oh, in the afternoon. So I'm usually working on those days. I'll keep it in mind, though.
You'll have to. Yeah, you're certainly. It's an open invite as Hurst will take this throw in. Gets it to Placey. Hurst will step up. I think it was Pittsburg-Canaan. One defender to beat. Not able to. Strong defense by number 8. It's a very athletic, very fast Moultonborough Academy team all around. You can tell midfield, backfield, attackers, they just keep going. There goes the Pittsburg-Canaan throw. It's Placey trying to do something. There goes the push. Pittsburg-Canaan will put it all the way back down, and that's going to be scooped up by the keeper, Grinovic. About a midfield punt there. Pittsburg-Canaan still possessed. They're going to bring it. Oh, looks like it slipped out. We'll have a Moultonborough throw-in. Going to go down to the Moultonborough side. Defender's there in the corner. Has a little bit of time. Boots it up the field and out. And that will be a Pittsburg-Canaan throw.
There was great pressure, though, by number 9. Was that Jacqueline Giroux? She's one of the seniors there. She came all the way from midfield to go put pressure and force that Moultonborough player to be able to kick it out. Maybe she's trying to inspire some of her fellow teammates.
There we go. And there's a shot by Moultonborough. That's number 8. Katie Villet. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. As Pittsburg-Canaan takes it down on their attacking end. You saw a little bit of that speed from the Moultonborough forwards. And you also saw, Chris, that that defense having to run, having to move. One of the reasons why they're getting a little tired.
Absolutely.
But the Moultonborough attackers are relentless. The Grakes Kaiser all the way up here. You have Placey who's going to drop back. The ball's headed out. Panthers have it, trying to get up the side. Pittsburg-Canaan's there to boot it back in. And there goes Moultonborough. Again, coming up the right-hand side. That ball will go out right at midfield. That's going to be a Pittsburg-Canaan throw-in. A little ping pong here, midfield. Placey has it. Trying to get it to the side. That's Gleason. Gleason's moving. Another touch. She's trying to cross in the middle. And number 30, Olivia Jamies, is there to intercept it. But when Gleason gets going, she can move.
Very quick.
And she's looking for Grace Kaiser there, right in the middle. We're doing a sub. Looks like we're doing a sub. That's number 7 for Moultonborough. Tamlin Whiting will come out. Can't see who are replaced. 12. That's Paige Deal or Dial. I can't. Dale, maybe. Ball squeaks through. Grivenick steps up. And there's a shot. Oh, off to the side. Off to the right. Grinovic came up to grab it, unable to do much with it. The Pittsburg-Canaan attacker was there. Looks like number 8 for Pittsburg-Canaan. Am I correct in that?
Number 9.
Number 9.
That's Jacqueline
Giroux.
Yeah, the senior who is trying everything.
A name that's come up quite a few times for us today. Grinovic bobbled it. Giroux picked up on it, but the ball goes to the right side. Little momentum here for Pittsburg-Canaan as they keep the ball in their end. They continue to attack, putting it on Grinovic, or trying to. And there goes Giroux. She'll have another whack at it. Off balance. Well intended, but wasn't able to square to the net, and the ball goes out of bounds, and we'll have a Moultonborough Academy goal kick.
There was always the challenge of she could have taken one little more step
Yeah.
and got her body in position to square up to the goal, but you get so excited because you're like, I'm wide open. How is that happening?
Yeah.
And you're like, and ring it.
You know, it's funny, when sometimes we're covering these games, I can almost hear your voice and, telling one of the Gorham players that.
Like, it's okay. You don't have to rush there.
But it looks so,
more.
it's so tempting, right?
It's like, oh my God, go.
Yeah.
Just, okay, all right, you're all right.
Got a Moultonborough throw in. That's Gleason coming down the right-hand side, trying to get the ball in the middle, unable to do so. And we have a Moultonborough corner kick. On this side of us, that's Ada Chapman, number 20. And then is that number 16, I believe. Madison Hart. Gleason was trying to get in on that side, unable to do so, but they're going to get a corner kick opportunity. She drops it back to Placey. Placey settles, trying to get in on net. Nice step by number 30, Pittsburg-Canaan. Moultonborough will boot it back in. Coach is yelling corner view. My guess is they're trying to get over on Gleason's side. It'll be Moultonborough Academy throwing. Placey will take it. I got to tell you, Chris, Chad and I have had some nice conversations with the people down here at Moultonborough Academy, athletic director, coaches. They're always more than welcoming. Give us the information that we need. They're excited to have us down here, and we're excited to be covering for them. And as Coach Kelly said, hey, can we watch this? Can we watch this after the game? Can people watch? Absolutely. Everything's free, fully accessible. And as he said, you know what? I want to watch a game. I want the girls to watch a game. I might watch that Groveton and Colbert game, and just family members that aren't able to make it to the game.
It's a good thing that you guys offer, and obviously, I guess your competitors, NSN Sports. I utilize both you guys when looking at film of other teams. So because there's teams that I couldn't see, and then I would also critique our team, things that I missed, and I went, oh yeah, okay, yeah, we're not doing that, or hey, we did a great job doing that. Okay.
Did you find a lot of the players watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely several of the players, especially the ones who are into it.
We'll review the tapes, if you will.
Yeah, some of it is twofold, though, because they want to make fun of one another. So it was kind of like, do you remember when you fell on this particular play?
That's not really the reason, right?
they're like, oh, remember when I did that? It was really ridiculous. We just want to put that on replay over and over again.
My daughter would watch it and point out all the wrong names that I had during the game. Very, very kind of her. As Drew will chase it down in the corner, working hard in the corner. There's a shot, almost deflected by Pittsburg-Canaan, but Grinovic is there to make the save. Not a difficult shot, but you never know what's going to happen with that. You never know if it's going to get deflected or a bad bounce, so it's an important save. And there goes Gleason.
Wow.
She'll chase it down. She's by herself. She takes the shot. She scores. That's number 1, Kat Gleason, the captain senior from Moultonborough, makes this game 3-1. I don't think anybody could stop her, Chris.
No, so much speed on that side. Actually, and if you look, there were 3 other Moultonborough players that were going down. They're all passing, unfortunately, the Canaan-Pittsburgh defense.
Yeah. And that's hard to defend. You know, when you're one-on-one and you have somebody that fast, but then when you look up, you not only have 3, but you have 3 that are behind you. That's tough. And we have a 3-1 game off of a Kat Gleason goal. By far the fastest player on the field. And as Moultonborough again goes on the attack, and Sienna Grondin will let that go out, and it'll be a Pittsburg-Canaan goal kick. 3-1 game, Chris. It doesn't, you know, that it's still a very close game, and it takes 1 goal for momentum. Pittsburg-Canaan is still very much in this game.
Anything's possible. Just, you know, Pittsburg-Canaan's got to feel like they need to attack and push everyone up. They're playing a lot on their heels. And when they were having their opportunities down at the other field is when the defense kept pushing the midfielders up and pushing the forwards up. And when you can get your, you know, defense to push all the players up, you're going to be able to attack. But if you're constantly playing on your heels, it's really hard to break out of that. If they can find that again to have those attacks, it could be, you know, a different game.
Pittsburg-Canaan tries to clear it up. Well, how do you adjust to that? I mean, aside from the obvious, you have attackers that are faster than your defense. Your defense is tired because they've been working so hard. What resolves that? What do you play further back, or what are you telling your players?
Well, if you play further back on this particular, Moultonborough is smart enough not to be. They're not just dumping the ball, you know, with that boom and dump ball that they're trying to do the through balls in. They're actually trying to meticulously play the ball out to the outside and then sprint their way down and then cross it. So by bringing your defense back that line, you're not going to be able to. You're still always going to be playing back. It'd be great if you can attack them beforehand in the midfield, put the pressure on the ball to be able to push it up the field. I mean, I'm looking over at the Pittsburg-Canaan bench, and I know she said on her lineup there was 2 players that weren't here because they were sick, and it looks like there was only really one player, one sub over there. So that's got to play a factor too when you don't have a lot of bodies to go after to give some relief to the defense or the midfield.
Gleason trying to cut through. Goes back to her. She's going to take it. She'll take it a couple steps here. Beats 1 midfielder, beats 2 midfielders. She's trying to cross it. Davies is there to head. Jamie's is there to head the ball.
But this is a perfect example. If you're looking at the field right now, you finally have one of the Pittsburg-Canaan coming back, but there's this hole up with 3 forwards are all way up here. Four players are way up here. There's this big gap here. No one's helping with those guys here. There's this hole.
Yeah. Good point. Another player who's quietly having a good game and having a presence on the field is number 20 here on our side. That's Ada Chapman. It doesn't take a lot, but just having that speed, having to worry about her, and having to worry about Gleason, and having to worry about Placey, and then you also have number 15. That's Grace Kaiser, who scored one of the goals. Man, it's a lot to think about when you're a defender.
It is. But communication is the key back there, you know, having your goalie talk to the defenders and making sure who's being marked, where are they, do you know what they're doing?
And there goes Gleason again. She has Chapman all the way to the left side. Goes into the center. She fell. Chapman will step. They're batted out here on the sideline. That's Kaiser. Brings it midfield. And then Sienna Grondin will grab that. Not a bad idea, just a little too hard. Grondin with a big boot down midfield. Little pass. There's the Moultonborough defenders. That may have been a push. I get that sense from your coach.
Yeah. Also was wondering if they were going to go head-to-head there.
Yeah.
Oof, concussions.
And for the viewer who may not know, that when we jump up like that, we're supposed to jump up straight and keep our hands down. And I'm not sure if that happened, and we also want to be safe. We did a Groveton Colbert game the other day, and I'm not sure if I covered a more physical game.
No injuries, though.
No injuries.
Okay.
One yellow card.
Ooh.
Yeah, but no injuries. And I got to say, it was for the boys' game as Pittsburg-Canaan takes the corner kick. And they're trying to get it on, and that goes off to the side. And we'll have a Moultonborough Academy goal kick. I can't remember the Colbert boys coach. I know he's new this year. And there was a yellow card for one of his players, and he ended up keeping that player out for the game, for the rest of the game, and really set a good example. Like, this is how we're going to operate, and this is what we're going to do, and this is the kind of team, regardless of win or lose. I was impressed.
That's a great thing to do. That's recognizing if, you know, a player did wrong, obviously they get the yellow card and send a message for the team that you can't do those type of things and expect to play for me. That's stand up.
And when you're a new coach coaching for a Colbert team, and you're able to do that, you really set the tone not only for the players, but set the tone for the school, and let people know how you're going to operate. I think I don't, there was one year we coached, and there was a yellow card, I believe, as it was Moultonborough again. Good step by the defender. They're going to push it out. Again, that was Ada Chapman bolting in. I don't know if you remember that that yellow card penalty kick when the defender stopped the ball with their hand. Do you remember that?
Oh, absolutely. I actually recently was talking about that because we were talking about handling and handballs for some reason. I don't remember where I was at, and I was like, so what's the rule on that?
Yeah, it's not a call that's called often, especially in that particular area.
Oh, looks like we get an injured player. Can't see the number.
You're going to stop the time.
Arlen Dorman.
Is that Dorman?
Number 7, yep.
He's coming in for number 13.
I think that play allowed for a lot of discussion amongst officials.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Because the rule, you were talking about, it ended up being a red card.
Oh, was it red?
It ended up being a red card because they were saying that
An obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
it was an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. However, my goalie was down, injured. Actually, I believe that's the one that she was out for the season.
Yeah.
Right in the
On
beginning.
That,
In that beginning, she was out.
Yep.
She ended up being out in the season, so she's down and out of the goal. My senior defenseman was coming up, just trying to get in position. So her arms are moving outside of her body. They happen to shoot it at the time that her, arm is hitting, and then the ball hits her hand, and they're like, "Okay, that's a red card." And it's like, I think there's some judgment. I would love for the rule to be, if it was an intentional, like, they're trying to swat it out just like a volleyball, then by all means that's an unsportsmanship like play, and that deserves a red card. But if it was something unintentional, now my player had to sit for the next game. I don't know if the crime or the punishment fit the crime, as it were.
Well, and I remember that game in particular where she was quite emotional about it because, you know, she didn't want to get a red card. But from what I can gather, you know how that goes, the handling and the offsides play. It's a matter of discretion and interpretation. It's a obvious goal-scoring opportunity. And for me, that obvious, denying that opportunity, I should say, as Pittsburg-Canaan will take it down. Trying to create an opportunity, not able to do so. The Moultonborough defender still has it, keeping it in bounds. All kinds of room, only one defender. Oh, nice play. And there goes, is that Giroux?
Yep.
Giroux working hard in the corner, trying to get a shot off, not able to. That obvious goal-scoring opportunity part, like, I don't know. I mean, you and I talked about it for probably a half hour after the game.
I know
the
we
next
talked
4
about
games
it.
after that.
Well, and then I talked to some officials when the next game we had, and I said, hey, let me talk about this rule, shall we? And then I was told afterwards, yeah, we had a whole discussion amongst all the officials because I'm like, I think there's room to make it, like I said, if it was obvious scoring, like intentional versus unintentional, you know, you got limbs and bodies, you know, no one's necessarily quite in control.
Yeah.
Like it was not, you know, her hand happened to be moving at the time that the ball bounced up and hit her.
Here goes Pittsburg-Canaan. Lets one go off to the side. They're attacking. That's a couple of opportunities. That was number 10, Sadie Placey, who has the lone goal for Pittsburg-Canaan.
Again, Pittsburg-Canaan not giving up. You know, they're keeping up with what they're doing. They're trying to do the attack.
And as you can tell, again, it's basic, fundamental soccer. Move the ball, you know. Take a shot if you can. Take a good shot and see what happens. Pittsburg-Canaan has had the momentum for the past 2 or 3 minutes. Not that Moultonborough has been on their heels, but there goes Giroux again with a left foot. A little off to the goalie's right. And that'll be a Moultonborough goal kick. Giroux herself trying to create an opportunity to score a goal or two.
She's doing all she can for her team.
Another good step by Pittsburgh. Pittsburg-Canaan maintaining the momentum. Still, that's Drew on this side, right? Yeah. She beats one defender. And Moultonborough will push it up. And there goes that fast forward. That's Gracie Kaiser. That's what happens when they're that fast. 28 at Chapman.
Got some subs.
We got a sub. Ain't it? Is Chapman coming off? Chapman will come off, and it looks like number 16 for Moultonborough will come off. That's Madison Hart, and in return we get number 17, Madeline Roman, and is that 16?
That was 25 that
25?
came in.
25?
Peyton Burnell.
Peyton Burnell. We have an illegal throw.
17, you know what you did wrong? Okay. It's a white throw.
Referee's asking, do you know what you did wrong? She does. It's an illegal throw, and it's going to be a Pittsburg-Canaan throw-in.
It was nice of the official to ask.
Yeah.
Like, did you lift the foot? Did you not?
And those, I don't know about you, but it's that. It's like, yeah, we got to be careful with that. There goes Gleason again. Nice step by the Pittsburg-Canaan defender. They'll transition back to their side of the attacking side of the field. Felt like that referee was sitting right on my lap. I could hear him so good. Well, we got a second here. Games this week. Then this Friday, we're heading to Epping for our first Blue Devils home game to cover Division IV girls soccer against the Hinsdale Pacers for a 4 p.m. match. Full Media not afraid to travel. Get some good soccer down there. Next week, we have boys soccer on the 20th. That's Tuesday. Profile Patriots host the Linwood Lumberjacks for a 4 p.m. game in Bethlehem. You know, the teams I like to the least against are those downhill skiers where I swear to God their quads are the size of my stomach. But it should be another good matchup.
It's what you want your soccer players to have, or
Yeah.
stupendous quads.
And your referees, but they don't get it from me. We'll have a Pittsburg-Canaan throw in. Try to keep it real, I guess. Pittsburg-Canaan's going to try to threaten again. They're able to. Number 8 for Moultonborough. Another fast defender. That's Katie Valley. And number 30 for Pittsburg-Canaan. Again, Olivia Jamies will take this this corner kick. Sounds like unofficially we have less than 10. Plenty of time. That ball's going to slip through. Defender keeps it out. We got a corner kick. Wow, that was close. Grinovic couldn't see what was happening over there. It was probably 7 or 8 players. There was a Moultonborough defender who kept the ball out of the net. Pittsburg-Canaan again threatening on the attacking side of the field. Here goes the corner kick. See what happens here. The ball stays in. Plenty of time. She's got about 10 or 15 feet. She'll take a few touches. Now she's going to push it up. She's able to get it through. That's Kaiser. Kaiser will have it. She's taking it down the left side, looking to see what she has for options. Plenty of room. She takes the shot. Oh, there's a rebound. Another save. Moultonborough trying to put it in the net, and they're able to. Who's that, Chris? Number 12?
12, I think so.
That was number. Did we get 12 Page? Deal or Dale? I'm not sure. Beautiful. Sienna Granda was out there trying to save everything possible. Everybody crashed the net, and eventually it squeaked through, and we have a 4-1 game. Moultonborough Academy is up.
Well, it isn't from lack of effort from Sienna.
Absolutely not.
I mean, stopped it 3 times before.
You don't want to see that many rebounds, you know. It's a big net. And again, that's number 12, Paige Dial for Moultonborough with the goal. Moultonborough is up 4-1. Sienna Granda doing as much as she possibly can in that net. You know, it's not common you see an opportunity for 3 rebounds. And usually when that happens, the ball's going to go in the back of the net. That's a speedy number 19 for Pittsburg-Canaan, Amelia Diallo. Pittsburg-Canaan not giving up, pressuring the ball. Defender number 23 for Moultonborough, that's Kylie Hartnett, is out there now. It's going to be Pittsburg-Canaan throw. That's a good ball by number 9 for Pittsburg-Canaan. That's Jacqueline Giroux, a name we've said a few times. It was number 3 for Moultonborough, the captain, one of the captains. Moultonborough trying to create another point. Nothing called. Oh, there we go. That was number 5, Madison Colby, who kind of openly admitted that she touched that ball with her hand, but nobody called it, so she took a quick look. Nothing was going on, and she said, all right, well, I'm going to play to the whistle.
You keep playing. You just pretend it didn't happen until you hear a whistle. Yeah. And maybe you'll get away with one. Don't admit it. While you're out there, that was me. No, don't do it.
What do we got here? All right. Some coach may be expressing their opinion on the sideline of that delayed handling call.
We got a goalie change.
I didn't. What do we have? Jacqueline Giroux will take that throw in. I think we're going to try to get a post-game interview, Chad. Try to get the coaches before they take off. If we have the setup again, another fun part of the game that Flume Media tries to bring to these players. We're going to try to get the coaches for post-game. As Moultonborough Academy, again, another fast attacker going down the line, but bobbles it a bit. That's number 17 for Moultonborough.
No, they had a goalie change for Pittsburg-Canaan.
Oh, they
They
did?
took Sienna out, and I can't tell of which of the two. I don't know if that's Riley Phillips or.
I don't know. It looked like Sienna Grande may have been limping on that last play, but I'm not sure exactly what happened. If you look to that right side, Kat, you'll see that Gleason's not in the game. But that doesn't mean that there's the speed is gone, that's for sure. As number 3 for Moultonborough it's Caroline Goran, I believe, will take the throw in just as fast on that end. She has Kaiser. And that's the Moultonborough attacker, not able to do much. Both going to chase it down, and that's going to go out on Moultonborough. It's a white throw-in. Looks like we have a change for keeper in for Pittsburg-Canaan. We're not sure who it is yet. We're not sure what happened to Sienna, although she's been working terribly hard out there today, really keeping Pittsburg-Canaan in the game. As Pittsburg-Canaan will take their chances. There's a shot. Deflected off, and it goes in. That's a goal for Pittsburg-Canaan. Change of momentum, a little bit of a deflection, and we have a 4-2 game. Did you catch a number on that?
Yeah, it was number 10, Sadie Placey.
Sadie Placey's second goal of the game. Went in the back of the net, Chris. I don't know what else to say about it. I think you just got to keep going and don't stop until the ball goes in. Deflection, whatever it might be.
Like I said, they still haven't given up with Pittsburg-Canaan, still trying to attack.
It's Sadie Placey and Jacqueline Giroux who are working as hard as they can to create these opportunities, which reminds me, that's number 7, Erilyn Dorman, who's been out there and has had a presence as well. We have a 4-2 game here in Moultonborough. Still plenty of soccer left, and Pittsburg-Canaan's not giving up. Speaking of Drew trying to engage, the fullback is there for Moultonborough to boot it back up. Awkward throw into Placey. I'm sorry, Madison Colby. There goes Colby. Number 25 from Moultonborough gets it off to the side. Bit of a bobble, and we have, that's it. That is the end of the game. We have a 4-2 win by the Moultonborough Academy Panthers, able to squeak 4 goals in. Pittsburg-Canaan did not give up with the 2 goals of their own scored by Placey. Chris, any final thoughts on this game? What do you think?
Moultonborough came out and did what they needed to do. They kept attacking. And, you know, I will give credit to Pittsburg-Canaan, too, though. I mean, in net for them, Sienna Grondin did a great job as best she could with all the attack that was there. It's just a little too much for them.
Good soccer, good fundamental soccer. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
used to think college was for other people, but after a lot of hard work and thanks to an incredible support system, now I know I'm exactly where I need to be.
Hi, welcome back to Flume Stream Entertainment Network. We're here in Moultonborough for the Moultonborough Academy Panthers taking on the Pittsburg-Canaan Yellow Jackets. We have a special presentation here for the game. We actually have Chris Partnope out on the field, and I believe that coach is Moultonborough head coach Robert Kelly, again, a friend of the of Flume Media, who's always more than willing to talk soccer. Chris, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand it over to you and go from there. Go ahead. We'll get set up here real quick. Again, 4-2. That was a big Moultonborough win over Pittsburgh.
It was a tough, well-fought game. There's some battling going on out there. There's some personal battles going on over either around the field and stuff like that. So I thought it was really interesting. I think as the second half went on, space opened up, people got tired, and I think the space became available, and that's when the goals started to come and stuff. So we went 1-0 down, but we was quick to get it back. As you know, the first couple of minutes after a goal scored is the most, either side, it's the most important. And it was important we got back onto level terms as quickly as possible to advance further. So, yeah.
I'll have to say that your captains, Kat Gleason and Geiser, really lead your team.
Katie and Kat, and there's one other, Maddie C. She's got a tumble over there as well, the three of them. And yes, they was with me last year, and they're fantastic on and off the field. They really lead by example. They're friends to everybody. They're seniors this year, and they're going to be big shoes to fill. They really are. So they're good. Good girls. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for the interview.
Thank you.
Good luck with the season.
And thank you very much for being here. Thank you. All right. Safe travels. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
All right, that's Coach, Moultonborough Academy coach Robert Kelly. Thank you, Coach, for spending some time. That's Chris Partnope doing the additional post-game interview brought to you by Flume Media. Well, we had good soccer here today. We had Moultonborough Academy. We had Pittsburg-Canaan. We have a 4-2 game win by Moultonborough Academy. But to finish things up, thank you for tuning in for today for Flume Media's coverage of the 2022 NHIAA Division IV Girls Soccer here in Moultonborough, New Hampshire. I'd like to thank all of our crew here today. Chris Partnope joined us, longtime coach of Gorham High School Huskies. James Duguay is producer. Chad Fillion in stats. Keegan Fillion on camera. May Detrom-Maison on camera as well. I also want to give a special thank you to these advertisers who made today's production possible. Jeff and Keith at George at M. Stevens and Sons. A lot happening here at the table. Christine at White Mountains Community College. Jan at Woodsville Guarantee Savings Bank. Jim at Santa's Village. All of our other regional supporters, and of course to you, our viewers. My name is Matt Buto, and thanks for watching. This has been a Flume Media production.